coming. I'm here. Sorry, guys. I don't know why. I thought this was supposed to start at 8 tonight, but that's next week. Shoot me. Yeah. Hi, hello, welcome. Welcome to Bma's Crafty Corner. I'm Bma, better known as Els, and this is my very late start. I'm sorry. Shoot me now.
No shooting.
Oh, this is not going to fit. Get this out of the way. Maybe, I don't know. Put this over here. Lay that down. There. Well, oh, I'm sorry. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. I have to say hi to everybody because there's people in the chat and I haven't said hello to anybody. Yeah, because I'm a bad host. Bad host. Okay. Hi, Miss Gypsy. What's up? Hi, Mari. Hello, Marie. How we doing? Carla! Yes. Carla said, hi, you. How you, pretty cat? How are you? Yeah, I got them. They're right here. That's enough for any one cat, stinky butt. Yes, the house mouse is here. He can't help but be here, though. He's at work. Uh-huh. All right, so yes, we are starting this week. We are starting with, the Friday Night Nuts, but we're doing a little early. And I've been thinking about the 8 o'clock time, and I'm thinking maybe we'll start it at 7, 8, 9, and 10 across the country. It's a little bit earlier, but it's, it might be better. Anyway. So I have a topic for us tonight. Oh my God. The winds are picking up. Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, getting reports all across the United States so far.
Yeah, Gypsy's down in Texas, and she says the winds are really starting.
Yeah, I got all central and northeast covered on my.
Yeah. So here's our topic of conversation. And this is just a starting point, okay? You guys can change to something else, if you want. But I figured we needed something to start with. So now this one, Mari may not know a whole lot about this one because it's a Facebook thing. I think it's like a Facebook phenomenon. But didn't I just put this blade in? It's not working very well. All right. You know what? We are going to get a different blade. If I can get this one out of here. There we go. Okay. Let me grab another blade. Blade box. There's my blade box. Let's try this one. Okay. So, ladies, $79 in your apartment, 19 degrees below. Oh no. Oh no, mine is 20. Holy crap-a-noli. Holy crap. Oh, okay. And I'm outside going, it's cold. And it's like, I don't know, it's like 62 here. All right. So before I go any further, this is, I tell you guys all the time that you can get free stuff. This is from a guy named Joey Cardmaker. Let me grab this real quick. History. I think it's this one. Go forward. Forward. Yes, here we go. Okay. Copy. So this is his YouTube channel, and he does these things he calls take and makes, and it's like a full project. Of stuff, and you can get it for free through the link in the description on his channel. So I thought, while we're sitting here shooting the crap tonight, maybe we'll do, maybe we'll do this. So I'm going to cut this part out by hand. Asher, very cool. I kind of like that name. All right. So you can pick this up, and he has some other ones over there that you can get as well. Boy, what a pin. This is going to be hard. I will get it. I will get it. And I will use a craft knife if I have to get it perfect. All right, so here's my topic, because this one bugs the crap out of me. Bra ads for older women on Facebook. How many of these do we need? And do we think any of them are really real companies? Because I have seen many of these, and I saw one the other day and I was like, oh, that one looks really good. Like that looks like something that would be, doable. But I'm not buying it from YouTube. I don't buy anything off of YouTube, off of Facebook anymore, because it's all ripoffs. See, that's the thing. I did buy something through Facebook the other day, and then they sent me this. They sent me this survey. Meta did, They were like, you recently looked at this product for sale on Facebook. Did you buy this product? And I was like, yeah, I bought it. And they were like, well, can we ask you some questions? And I was like, sure, go ahead. So they asked me a bunch of questions about it. And like their questions were things like, value for money, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, they had a comment section, and I told them in the comment section, I said, I actually didn't buy it through Facebook. Like, I looked at the ad on Facebook. That's where I saw the ad, but I didn't buy it there, because I don't buy anything through Facebook, because I bought things through Facebook twice, and both times they were scams. Total ripoffs. And I guess Meta is buying Shopify. And they were like, have you ever purchased anything through Shopify? Yeah. And I was like, no, and I won't. Because when I think of Shopify, I just think they're a bunch of crooks. I think it's just a website literally for people to scam people. Like, I don't think of it as a real sales site. I think of it as a scam site. I have made 2 purchases off of Facebook in the past. And the first one was this company that was selling, they said they were selling dream boxes. If you don't know what dream box is, it's like a crafting cabinet, like an all-inclusive crafting cabinet. And they said they were selling dream boxes. And so I was like, okay, well, sure, why not? Because it was only like, those things are like $300 and it was only like $149 or something like that. So I was like, yeah, for $149, hell, I'll do it. It was not. So that was the first time. And I made the point of looking at, like, I went to the website that it said it was. And luckily for me, I had purchased it with my PayPal account. And because I have a business account, they will immediately reverse any charge that I dispute. They'll hold it. And so I went to the website of where this Dreambox thing was supposed to be. And my online monitoring actually just kind of like threw up all kinds of blockage, this site is known as a scam. It puts spyware on your computer. Do you want to get out of here? And I'm like, yeah. So I got out of there. I thought, okay, maybe I put it in wrong. So I went back to the charge and I got the address again and I cut and pasted this time. And sure enough, it went back to the exact same place. So I disputed the charge through PayPal. And they came back and they provided PayPal with a shipping number. And I looked up the shipping. PayPal was like, yep, here's your object. Here's your shipping number. It's legit. La, 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 la. So I looked up the shipping. And the package, only weighed like 2 pounds. 2 pounds. What is wrong with that? Well, there's no way that a dream box is going to be 2 pounds. Because a dream box is like 6.5 feet tall. And so I went back to PayPal and complained. And they were like, yeah, we see the problem. We'll go ahead and cancel the sale. I was like, cool. No problem. I got my money back right away. No issue. Now move forward. It was only the second time I ever bought anything off of a Facebook link. And of course, it went straight to a Shopify. But it was supposed to be when Joann's was closing. This company was claiming to be liquidating Joann's stuff. And so they were like, you can buy sewing machines and yada, yada, yada at lower prices. And I was like, okay, let's look. So I looked, and it looked just like Joann's. Like, it looked exactly like Joann's ads. And I went, okay, let me. And so I looked at one of the machines, and I was like, yeah, I could, that would be cool. And so I was going to get this machine. It was a quilting machine. It was like 80% off, but that didn't seem at all unusual considering, the company was going out of business. And so I put in the order. And right after I put in the order, I checked my PayPal to make sure that it had gone through. And it came up with some other company name that I'd never seen before. And I was like, what the hell? So I opened the order to see what it was for, because PayPal does that. They make them put in the description of what the item is. And it came back that it was like thread. I was like, what? But it came back that it was like thread or something. And I was like, that's not it. And so I went immediately to PayPal, and it hadn't even been like 20 minutes. And I went immediately to PayPal, and I said, that's not what I ordered, what they're showing. And they were like, what do you mean? I said, well, I ordered a sewing machine, and they're saying that they're sending me like 10,000 yards of thread. Not what I ordered. That is not a sewing machine. And she was like, yeah. So the PayPal just canceled the order for me, which was cool. He is literally in my lap here. I don't know if you guys can see him moving around down there. Harry, stop. Stop. Hi, Chris. So, yeah. Shopify actually, for a while, was pushing me really hard to open a Shopify shop. I guess they were doing a big recruitment with Etsy sellers. And it was like 3-4 emails a day. And it was like a recruiter. She was like, really love to do a FaceTime with you and show you all the stuff that we offer and all the advantages of being, a Shopify retailer, yada, 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 yada. And I finally just told her, I said, as far as I'm concerned, Shopify, if I see the word Shopify, what I see is scam. That's what your company is known for ripoffs and scams. And I don't want to be associated with that. Yeah, I have a bad taste in my mouth from eBay anyway. But now they have all of these bras, okay, that are supposed to be like for older women. And there's got to be like 40 or 50. When it first started, it was one bra. And the whole backstory was it was this older woman who had come up with this idea for this bra. And, it was designed for older women with older women in mind. Front closure, wide straps, yada, yada. And they showed this old lady who supposedly was the creator. And then about 6 months later, the ad changed to the big bra companies were putting her out of business. And so she was liquidating. And did you want to buy her bras? And they were 70% off. Well, first off, let's start with these bras are like 75, 80 bucks to begin with. Who the hell charges that much for a bra? A cotton bra, But I didn't cut this down before I put it on here. Now I have to try and trim it off. It's just messing with the pocket. There, okay. The My Pillow bra. That guy's such a dweeb. But oh my God, and those pillows, so uncomfortable. We'll talk about that later. But so, here's this thing for, older ladies and bras. And at the time, I was getting ready to have the carpal tunnel surgery, And so I was like, maybe this would be a good idea instead of, because I'm only going to have one hand. And yes, I mean, I have Hub, but there's many, many times where, he's out here and he's working and I have someplace to go or something to do. And so I go in the bedroom and just grab a shower at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon while he's at work, while he's working. And then, I got to get dressed. And it's not like there's other people here, but what if Buggy came while I was in the shower or somebody showed up while I was in the shower and here I go walking through the house, in just my bra. Okay, granted, I don't give a shit. It's my house and those are my titties. And if they're hanging out, then that's, deal with it. It's my house, But well, I saw one the other night and I thought it was fantastic. And it was totally new. Like I hadn't seen this one before. So I was like, ooh, I wonder if this is a good one. This was a bra that was kind of cute. But it closed in the front. And it had, the hooks that they use like for a bra that has the straps are removable. Those little slide hooks. That's what closed it. And you would like put one part over and you would hook it underneath the other side. And then you'd pull this side over so that you could like pull them in or pull them up. And I was like, that might work because it's very simple. I've tried the ones that have snaps in the front and the snaps pop. And there's nothing worse than sitting there and having a snap that's popped on the front of your bra and you don't know it. Besides which, gives you unity. Nobody wants uniboob. So I was like, really? Oh my God. So I knew I wasn't going to go and buy it through Facebook. So I went and this is the base for this thing, by the way. And this is all free. This whole thing is free. And it is about 5.5 inches high. And put together, it's about 3.25 inches wide. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with it. We got all kinds of cards and pockets and things. He even puts in a page from the book to use on this. Okay. So a lot of stuff. We're going to go ahead and pull this one apart. And so Mike says, if it's going to be something that's going to work for you, get it. Because he's like that. If he thinks that it's something that I want or something that's going to make my life easier or something that I need, his opinion is always, get it.
I'm not waiting till Christmas.
So he's always telling me, if you want something, just go ahead and get it. So this is on paper, and I think I probably should have done this on some lightweight cardstock because this is very thin. But we're going to put stuff inside of it, so that'll make it thicker. So, so he goes, well, go ahead and order it. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it through Facebook. I will order it. I'll get the website name and, the company name, and I'll go in and look up the company and order it there because I'd rather order it through their website because that's what I did with the one thing that I did order that I looked at on Facebook. And the thing that I ordered off of Facebook was that exercise program, Body Groove. I ordered that. And I went to the Body Groove website to buy it. And the reason I did was because it was on Facebook and it said 70% off. And I was like, that's probably a scam. Let me go to the website and see what the website says. So I went to the website and the website said, yes, it's true. We are doing 70% off if you buy before a certain day, and you'll keep that 70% off for as long as you keep, the program. So, Chris, this is from Joey Cardmaker, and Carla just very graciously put in his YouTube channel. He does these. They're called Take and Makes. They're totally free. This is his Alice one. He's got a lot of Christmas ones and stuff, but and he also has some on. You can get the link there for his. I think it's his Ko-fi, or possibly his Patreon. But he has a lot there too. You can get. So he's done quite a few of these. I have another one that's like black and white. It's like a Gibson girl, gorgeous. I haven't done that one, but the work for it, the art for it is gorgeous. Now I did print these out. I didn't adjust the size in any way, and I have to be honest, they're not exactly perfect. But what is these days, right? So I went to their website. I'm not going to say that they're a scam, but they only had like 8 items for sale, including these bras. And there was really no information on the company. Like nothing. No. You know how usually when you have a company, they have like their address and stuff like that, like what state they're in and yada, yada, yada. And they had to contact us, and I hit the button, and all it was just an email address to email them. And so I went, you know what? No, I ain't playing. I ain't doing it. I'm sure that's probably somebody's product. It's just not theirs, So, yeah. yeah, I was actually a little disappointed in that one because I really liked the look of it.
Which,
The bra.
what was wrong with the front?
It was the website.
Um,
Remember?
Sketchy?
Yeah. Remember I said I was going to go to the website and I'd rather order it from the website?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went to the website. It was a little sketchy.
Okay.
I would definitely print this on card if I printed this again. And not everything is perfect size, but you know, that's up to printers and stuff too. You know, your printer can adjust things. But actually, he does a video of him putting this together, and you can see him trimming and stuff too. So yes, I was kind of, I was kind of upset, a little pissed off. But I know that things are scams. But I mean, I don't know. I think what gets me is the sheer amount of these bra ads that there are. Now there's one for a jelly bra. And I don't think that that's a coincidence that they're trying to sell it to a generation of women who wore jelly shoes.
Hi, this is Mike with Cox Business Support calling on a recorded line. And I'm sorry,
I think he says it that loud so that we know he's on the phone. Okay, so this is not something that he does.
My spelling is horrible to begin with, so I would.
I want to do this because I want it to be a little bit. I want it to, have as much space as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and put a gusset in here.
Alicia, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
If I can find it. There it is.
I got your internal ticket number here. INC 12355109.
All right. So the other one that I said we'd talk about is the My Pillow. He had a campaign where he was putting those My Pillows in hotels as the primary pillows in the hotels.
I guess so.
And
let me go back here.
Why is this
what was that?
so
I got PH4704BA 11 Lab.
Oh, that's why.
All right. Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
Well, yes. I mean, it looks like our vendor called and talked to you guys yesterday morning.
Okay, so he had the pillows in a hotel. And it's a hotel I stay at quite a bit. It's right down here in Laughlin. It's the Riverside Casino. And he had a shop there where he was selling them. So his deal was he would give the hotels to he would give the pillows to the hotel at no cost.
Understand. I'll just sit here and sip my cup of tea.
And then, they would put them in the rooms and people would sleep on them and see how wonderful they were. And then they would go downstairs and buy them from his little shop. The most god-awful, uncomfortable thing I've ever slept on in my life. And I camp on the ground in a tent. This thing was hideous. Horrible. It is nothing more than chunks of foam sewn in a bag. Hi, Chris. I mean, just wow. Wow. Just the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to sleep on. And seriously, like I go camping in a tent and sleep on the ground. Like my pillow is my jacket balled up and put in the bag that my sleeping bag comes in, you know. Now it has slippers. Oh my God. You know, he's been sued like so many times. All right, so I wanted to gusset that just so I could, you know, actually have some room in the pocket. And let's see, he puts this in there, and I'm going to cut this and put it on some card, some lightweight card. Let me see. Do I have any white cardstock over here? No, let's grab a piece of 110 Nina. That one. Nice. Just the right thickness, I think. This is 110-pound paper, not 110-pound cardstock. Oh my God. Yes, he got evicted out of his factory. He's been sued for not paying the rent. He's been sued for not paying his workers.
Yeah, Alicia.
Oh my God. But yeah. Absolutely 100% the worst pillow I've ever tried to sleep on in my life.
All right, that's all I needed.
Luckily, I do travel with my own pillow. Because damn.
I don't know. Give me a hot second to figure that out.
Oh, by the way, Chris, I got your email.
Honey.
And yeah, we'll work on that one. I think that would be cool. I think it'll be fun. All right. Now, I don't know if there's supposed to be a back for this card, but considering I would say this is a journaling card, I wouldn't put any back on it. You know? Just...
Huh, interesting.
I mean,
first note says... I
am going to round the corners on it, though.
Not to find out what the exact issue is, because this site was cleared by T-Mobile under a different ticket. His site had issues with fiber every time he investigated it.
Hi, Cheryl! Yeah, he did. He donated some money to some homeless people, which I think was cool. But not as much as he said he did. It's that whole Amber Fry thing.
That radio's affected enough taking users.
So funny.
Next notation I see is from our vendor saying radios are up, but T-Mobile is saying the light levels are too high.
Okay. So this goes in here. Which I think this is cute. I probably should have switched these though, so you get the writing space over here, but I'm good with it. But you know, it's a cute little thing.
You know, Jerry from T-Mobile called the light levels on the site. He's good with that.
We're just gonna re-ink because you know, I trimmed it a little bit here and there. So I'm just gonna re-ink all of that.
No problem. I completely
That's cute. And this will tuck into one of these pockets when we're done. I am going to gusset these as well. I used very heavy cardstock on this.
It was up, it was too hot, and then it cooled off.
I think he talks louder when I'm live than he does all day.
So, all right.
I'm going to get one of those meters to find out.
Thank you so much, Alicia. I appreciate it. You have a fantastic day. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
To the homeless, those poor people. Yeah, those pillows are bad. They are bad. And they're not like, it's not like, oh my God, like, how do I explain it? These are not my pillows.
Oh.
You remember?
One of those ones?
when we were at the hotel, when we were at the Riverside that one
Yeah.
time.
Oh my God, they flattened out in no time or were crap.
It's not like okay, like Mike has a pillow that he loves that is memory foam and it's fiber, but it's shredded. It's like it's not even granular. It's like slightly larger than that, but there's no piece in there bigger than her. And it's so tightly and densely packed that it's, just solid.
My pillow could kill.
Yeah, his pillow, if he swung that at an invader in the house, he would dislocate their neck.
Bat. Just give me my pillow. They're dead.
Oh my God. Dislocate their neck. The thing is heavy as hell.
But those my pillows are
Zola's listening. You said thank you, and Zola went, "You're welcome." Hi, friend. We're doing Alice in Wonderland. Look, it's the White Rabbit. We're going to find Alice. She's here too. There's Alice and the cat. We're going to cut this one out. So it's like the chunks are like this size, and they're very loosely put into this very cheap covering. It's bad. It's bad. They're bad. They're just really, like, I don't know how anybody could sleep with them, but I'm sure that they would make semi-decent weapons.
They are memory foam pillows with amnesia.
Memory foam pillows with amnesia. And they get so flat so fast. It's like when I sleep on a pillow, I want my head supported. I don't want to feel like my head is below my shoulders on the bed. So it's like you lay on the pillow and then all of a sudden, like, here you are, you're laying on the pillow and this is your head. And all of a sudden your head's like this. And you're like, what the? Yeah, they were horrible. And then they ask you to do a survey in the morning to tell them about, and it literally, it's from his company. And it literally says, please describe your wonderful night of sleep on our fantastic My Pillow. And I'm like, sleep on your pillow? No. If I could have, I would have put it on the glass elevator and just let it ride up and down all night. But I was already in my jammies, It just, wow. They are horrible pillows. And he got his start on Shopify. I just can't. I can't do it. Oh, my pleasure. I love to share these things. I love sharing when I find somebody who is a designer. Now, he does have an Etsy shop too, so go over there and check that out. If you're going to buy any digital, support him. But, if you could do like $1 or something with his Ko-Fi, that would be fantastic. I don't get any kickback. Joey doesn't even know who the hell I am. But, I do think that supporting the people that give us the tools that we want to create things, I think it's always a good thing. All right. So now we have this. Just going to go in here. But do you see why I'm gusseting these? Do you see how close that is? That's why I'm going to gusset these. And I'm gusseting them with paper because I don't want to make the gussets too thick. Oh, they are. They're terrible. So most of you know, I broke my back. I broke my back in 1999. So 27 years ago. And I broke it in 3 places. Cervical, lumbar, thoracic. I got it all. I got the trifecta of back breaks. And since then, I have not been able to find a decent bed pillow. And this is like, when my mom was alive, it was like, that was the best threat I could make to my kids. Okay. Look, straighten up, or I'm going to make you take grandma shoe shopping. Because my mom had like 17 surgeries on her feet, and shoe shopping was a bitch. Just an absolute biatch. And shopping for a pillow for me is kind of the same thing. You can take me into a mall and go to the top end stores like Macy's and all that. And I will not find anything that's worth sleeping on. You can take me to like Ross, Marshall's, like all the discount places that discount all the high end stuff, like the Ralph Lauren pillows and all that. Nope, none of them. They just don't work for me. This tape is not working for me. I need my red line. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's the big one. I want the little one. I have to get one out of the drawer. Do I have one? There it is. Okay. Knew I had a red line somewhere. Here we go. Let me see. I got it in color. Like the set that I had was in color. Hold on. Look on your printing command. Is it let me see. Look on your print command, like see if it's in your print command, see if it says that it's black and white or if it's in color. Just open the download and it's black and white. Huh. Hold on. Let me see. Did you get it from the shop? Because I just downloaded it again and it came up correct. The Poppy set. Hold on, let me see. The Poppy ephemera holder. Huh. But these were the worst freaking pillows. And taking me shopping for a pillow is very difficult. As a matter of fact, at one point, Hubbard actually made me Franken pillow. Because memory foam like goes flat, you know, and the ones that are, you know, like regular stuffing, those are crap. And so Hubbard like Franken me a pillow one time, and it was he got this one pillow and this other pillow, and he put them together to make one pillow. It was a great pillow, weighed about 40 pounds, but it was a great pillow. And then years later, I found this these bamboo pillows. They were selling them. It was one of those, like, I don't know if you guys go to Costco or Sam's Club or anything like that, but you know, when you go in there, they have like samples and stuff. Well, they were demonstrating these pillows. They were bamboo. And I was like, all right, let me give it a try. I don't know what the hell. And it was like a buy one, get one free kind of deal. So I bought it, and my intention was to give my daughter the other one. So I gave her the other one, and I kept one for myself. Damn, I love that pillow. Loved it. Forever loved that pillow. Could not find the company that originally had made the pillow. When like 8 years later, the pillow finally died. And I was like, son of a, you know. I was really mad about it. My daughter's died way before mine did. And here's what I was told. They told me when I bought it that you can't wash it. Like, you can just like take a damp towel and wash the outside of it, but you cannot wash the inside of it. And I found out that the reason you can't wash the inside of it is because of the bamboo that's in the pillow. And so I was like, okay, I mean, all right, you know, I can live with that as long as I keep the outside clean and I keep a pillowcase on it. Because that's where you really get your dirt anyway, you know. And I had that thing for about 7 or 8 years before it started to get like really bad. And Hubbard would put it in the dryer, and
dryer sheet.
We'd put dryer sheets in there, and you know, he would run it in the dryer for me so that it would like puff back up.
You fluff the pillow, no heat.
And after a while, that stopped working. And so I was like, ugh. Son of a yeah. So I wanted to buy another pillow. Well, I went back to Sam's Club where I originally bought it, and they don't carry it. And I talked to the manager at Sam's Club, and they were like, oh, companies rent, you know, the ability to sell products in our shops, in our stores. So, you know, we're not really connected to them, and it's not a product that we carry. And I was like, son of a. All right. So I went on the great hunt, and I found pillows that looked exactly like it. They were not the same pillows. I bought 2 or 3 of them, brought them home, put them on the bed, and within 2 days, they were flat.
Now our grandkids have a ton of pillows.
Yeah, the grandkids have a ton of pillows in their room. Just a ton. Because they get all the pillows that, you know, Dean doesn't like. But they're all brand new. All right. So this guy's going to go in here. See? And because I gusseted this, I can go all the way to the side. this little guy's going to go over here, and we're going to put some other stuff in here. I'm going to get rid of this for now. We're going to play. These are a little close together. Let me do that. See, and that's the thing. Like, I got to have a good pillow, you know? I got to. I just got to. I can't, with my back the way it is. I need two things, man. I need a decent bra and a good pillow. Can't get either one. Rip-offs. Don't get me started on hotel pillows. That's why I travel with my own. I put it in one of those, you know, anti-bed bug cases, and I travel with it. That way, just in case, you know, I don't have to get rid of it. But, oh my God. All right, we're going to get rid of this. On this side, we're going to ink this whole thing up.
Whoa.
Okay. In there.
What do you mean, what?
Woof, 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 woof. So, now that we've slammed pillows, bras, and Shopify, I don't know, by a show of hands, how many of you would trust a company that advertises on Shopify, whether they're on Facebook or not, that advertises on Shopify? Nope. See? How about everybody else? See? And that, unfortunately, is kind of like the overall opinion. Most people I know is like, you know, Shopify it's a ripoff. And people they don't trust going there. I've heard too many horror stories of people that have, you know, they bought one thing through Shopify and the next thing they know, their bank account is drained or that credit card is run all the way up. And, you know, it was only like a $20 purchase. Or you get something and it's totally not what you signed up for, not what you were supposed to get. Yeah, just a complete scam. I'm going to grab some soda. So what else should we slam? Because we've already slammed bras, pillows, and Shopify. So let's find something else. Underwear. Yeah, I need good underwear. Don't even get me started on that one.
It's right up there with bras.
Ah,
And purses and shoes.
ah. Ah. Hey, B, what's up? Oh, yeah. I have to say it. Underwear, yeah. Literally, it's like right up there with the. And you know what gets me about? I don't know about y'all, but if I go into the store and I buy some underwear and I come home and for whatever reason I don't like it, I cannot take it back. You know what I mean? Like, and when I am buying underwear, like especially if I'm in like a Walmart or something and I have to buy some underwear, I am forever like looking to make sure that the original tape's on each roll and that they're all, in the package where they're supposed to be. And if that package is torn, I ain't buying that crap, Like if I buy a bathing suit, which let's face it, I'm a fat girl. We don't buy bathing suits. We buy shorts we're willing to swim in. But if I buy a bathing suit, I like if that little sanitary liner thing is not in there, or it looks like it's kind of rolled up, I won't buy that bathing suit. I will go and get a different one. Once or twice a year, right? Well, I went because like I'm always on Hubbard because Hubbard wears boxer briefs. He used to wear tidy whities. Then he met me and I went, And I buy him boxer briefs and he loves them. They're much more comfortable. They let him breathe. He likes them. A little bit support, comfy. Awesome. Well, I throw his underwear out on the regular. Like when the waistband begins to become unattached from the underwear.
Yeah.
Toss them. And then every now and then he'll just go in there and there'll be like new underwear in his drawer. And he'll be like, I don't remember having that color. You've had it forever, honey. Just wear them. Okay. Or Christmas, I buy him underwear at Christmas. My son-in-law was mad because I didn't buy him socks last year. So this past Christmas, the one we just had, I bought him socks. I was like, here are your damn socks. Like, do you not have socks to wear if I don't buy them?
Well, for years, that's what you did.
Oh, let's do this. Look it. It's like a tea card, like a tea envelope. We'll do this one. This will be fun. So finally, my husband said something to me the other day. He was doing the laundry. Yes, Hubbard does laundry.
Regularly.
And
strips the bed. And put the mattress this last night.
Yes, he rotates mattresses, changes sheets. Not that he does it all on his own. Okay, we are a team. And so like I'll put the stuff in the washer and the dryer and then get the basket and throw it on the bed. He'll come in, see that there's a basket on the bed. He'll automatically sort stuff. And then I'll go in, I'll put my stuff on hangers and put my stuff in drawers and he puts his stuff away, kind of thing. So we do it together, but most of the time. Sometimes not so much.
It just depends on who's going by what when.
Yeah. And like with my hip the way it was last week, which by the way, thank you for all of your emails and stuff on that, guys. I do appreciate it. And I know I didn't get back to all of them and I apologize, but we are solidly at about a 1.5 on the pain scale and it seems to be holding. So yay. Also today, for the first time in a very long time, I've only taken Excedrin one time today. Uh-huh. We used to play the sock game. When I had my grandkids, when they lived with me full time, we used to play the sock game. We had one bag of individual socks, and then we would sit around trying to figure out, if there were any matches. But so he tells me, he goes, honey, we need to talk. And I was like, what? Because that conversation never starts off good. It never ends good. You know what I mean? He's like, your underwear, babe. I was like, what? He's like, just noticed that, you have quite a few pairs of underwear that are a little worse for wear. And he was right. I had some underwear that, like, the top was starting to come open where the casing is for the elastic. So I was like, okay. And we went to go buy me some underwear.
We need to go to the store.
So I went and bought the exact same brand, the exact same size. They didn't fit. Did not fit my fat ass. Thank you, QB. I'm not sick. We have determined it was my fibromyalgia acting up. And it was causing my back. I don't know. Carla might remember this because she was around back then. I think Chris maybe even. When I thought I was having a heart attack because my chest did that thing and I was really like not having any of it. And I thought I was like gonna die. And we found out it was my fibromyalgia. Same thing, but in my hip this time. Christine might remember that too. That was back in the day. The old timers will remember it. And I mean the channel old timers, not like they're old. Yeah, apparently it's yet another symptom of fibromyalgia that you can get as your fibromyalgia develops and, takes over more and more of your freaking life. But I emailed my rheumatologist, who's also my fibromyalgia specialist. And I told him what was going on. And he was like, okay, well, tell me this and tell me that. So I answered his email and he went, yeah, it's probably your fibro. And explained it and said that it's pretty common. All right. So now we have him. Where's our thing? Here it is. Okay, let's add him in. See, he can go right there. Yeah, they were bad back then. I know. I was like, I looked at Hubbard one day and I said, I think I'm having a freaking heart attack. And I had all the symptoms. Like I had the pain in my chest. I had the pain in my arms. And I didn't even think about the fibro because I'd never experienced it at that level. And so, he checked all my vitals and everything. And most of you know, he used to be a military medic. He's an EMT and an EMT and a paramedic. And, he has qualifications on both. And so he's telling me that he doesn't think it's, that it's a heart attack, but I don't care what he's telling me. I'm telling him, I'm like, I'm dying here.
I didn't doubt that. Just wasn't that. Yep.
So he took me to the hospital anyway, and I got to the hospital, and they take me immediately into the back because I'm having chest pain, and they put me on an EKG machine, and they don't say anything to me, which is terrifying. And then they try to get my blood, and I'm so worked up that they can't get my blood. And then they go and park me in a chair someplace in a recliner. And I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on here? And the finally, because they didn't say that I wasn't having a heart attack. You know what I mean? They just put me in this room with a bunch of recliners and curtains between the recliners. And then there's like a nurse that's sitting there kind of keeping an eye on everything. And I'm thinking, okay, so maybe it is a heart attack and they're just putting me in here for observation, keep an eye on me while they're waiting to get me a bed. No, they're not going to get me a bed. As far as they're concerned, there's nothing wrong with me. And then the nurse the doctor comes over, and she's like, we're going to get you some medication. And I was like, okay, because I'm thinking they're going to give me something for a heart attack. No. She wanted to give me anxiety medication, but I had already taken my anxiety medication. And I told her that. I said, I'm not taking anxiety medication. I'm not having a panic attack, lady. I don't have panic attacks. This, I'm telling you, is my heart. My chest is killing me. And she's like, I'm going to have to go talk to somebody because I don't see anything on. This is when they finally told me that there was nothing on the EKG. But they didn't want to, fix it. So I was very pissed off. And I left AMA. But this last time, I will tell you, the guy listened. At least I'm going to give him that credit. I was not, his diagnosis was not on. But to be honest, I didn't tell him I had fibromyalgia either. Because a lot of doctors, when you tell them you have fibromyalgia, they immediately dismiss anything else you say after that. I know. There's the most uncomfortable chairs on the planet. They really are. It's like, do you not want me to rest? Just tell me. Just tell me, we don't want you to rest. We just want you to sit here. Because that would be so much more pleasant than those chairs. All right. So we're not, obviously I'm not going to do this the same way that Joey did it, but, beyond the basic instruction. I know. Carla is like, we need to wrap her in bubble wrap, guys. Carla and Miss Jamie. Oh. I got to tell you guys, I love these painting shears. I think I paid like $6 for them off of Temu. And the pinking is so thin, and it's not like pointed, it's rounded, which is great for doing my stamps. I love these things. Not that I still don't occasionally do them the other way, with my hair thinning shears. Now I have to tell you, I think the coolest part of this kit, I'll show you, is this one image. And when he did this, look at that image. Isn't that cool?
Okay, wait.
I
said wait.
And then this goes over it. And you're supposed to cut these out. And then you put her picture behind that. So then you pull her picture out and you're in that hall. It's really cool. I'm going to let the dog out. Come on. Outside. G, are you going to? Okay, go, baby. I feel so bad. I stepped on her foot like 6 times this morning. It's like 4 times. I tripped over her. Anyway, it's a really cool effect, but I don't want to do it. So if you want to see what that looks like, you can go over to his channel and watch him put this together. Used turmeric and chicken and dumpling. Oh my God. Oh no. That's horrible. Okay, we're gonna use a little piece of this. That's just like a sin against chicken and dumplings. So this is like a little piece of lace kind of deal. So we're gonna use this little piece of lace thing just to add on here. But definitely, if you want to see how he did this, go over to his page and watch it. I would encourage you to do so. Right. So let me read now and catch up. Where am I at? Okay. So chicken and dumplings, turmeric. I got that one. Nothing could save it. Yeah, nothing's going to save that. Turmeric is more of a... Chicken and dumplings is supposed to be comfort food. It's supposed to be... I don't want to use the word, but it's true. It's supposed to be more of a bland dish. You know what I mean? More of a very base flavored dish. Turmeric would be way overpowering for that. Let's see. How's Amy? She hasn't live streamed in a very long time. Apparently you've missed a lot. And I'm not going to go into it other than to say that I Felix angered her and asked her to leave her place of residence. She left here, and I don't know exactly where she went because she kind of snuck out when she finally did leave. And it was not good. But yeah, she's not here anymore. And I want to put another pocket here. Now, when he did this, he put like a belly band right here, and he put this big card in there. And then he had that window thing here. But this is already here. Why have this if you're just going to cover it completely up? Get down. Get down. Go. Shoo. Leave. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, so she left here. I think there was a post that said South Carolina or North Carolina. I'm pretty sure it was South Carolina. That is where her family lived. Her mom, her daughters, her older daughters that her mom adopted. They lived there. And she said she was there helping somebody to get a house prepared to sell. I know her mom had a stroke. So I think it was probably she was living at her mother's house, helping them get the house prepped to sell. I don't know that for sure. But it is a possibility. And then last I heard, the house had sold and nobody's heard from her since. So nobody really knows where she is or what she's doing. So I don't know where she is. I know I have her ID and her social security card that she left here. But beyond that, I have no idea. Stop. I'm trying to cut with that hand. No.
But no one's paying attention to me.
I know.
Even Daddy's ignoring me.
Last time you heard from her was before your birthday, huh? Yeah, I don't know where she is. I know she had a friend in Texas. I don't know. She was pretty sure, I think, that he was gay. But I know that he had a farm or something down there. And a ranch. I don't know. She may have gone to stay with him. I'm not sure. Eventually, she may have ended up there. You might try Rosemary Morris over at the Rusty Peacock. I know that at one point, Hottie Popo and her wife had offered her a place to stay. I don't know if she ever took them up on it. But yeah, pretty much I don't follow what she does. And that is for my own mental health. She hasn't been there, huh? So I don't know. Thank you for that, Sherry. Because I know she's going there quite a bit. And I don't wish her ill in any way. I want her to have a good life. I want her to have a happy life. I just want her to do it someplace other than here. Why did I cut this all the way out? I knew I was going to have to put it on card. Because it's just... Well, that was an interesting noise there, Hubbard. Blah, 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 blah.
It's a new addition to my whole dying slowly and painfully.
Oh, okay.
Just not so quietly.
I don't know. I've had some people call here for her. I don't know who they are, but I have had some people call here for her, looking for her. I've had people call my cell phone looking for her. I don't know. I sincerely, in the depths of my heart, I hope that she's fine and that, she's safe and prospering wherever she is. We have totally hacked that piece of paper down. We're going to keep it because there might be something else. When he comes back in, he's out in the cataminium. He'll be back any moment to hassle me, I'm sure. Apparently I'm late with the treats or something. I don't know. Talking about her sitting there like, oh, if you guys only knew. Yeah. There's the thing. I don't talk about it, to be honest. And I'm not going to, because I don't want to slander anybody. I just wish her the best wherever she's at. Okay. So that's going to fit in there. I like that. Because I don't want to cover this up, you know? But I do want to put something on here because it's kind of boring. All right. We have this strip. I'm going to use it. This is the decorative tape strip that's in here. That's what I like. There's so many different elements that you can use that he puts in these free kits. And you can use them, you know, on many different things. Oh, God. Harry just found a bottle lid. He's back. Oh, well, that'll keep him entertained for about 15 minutes. All right, so I'm thinking that we'll just add this on, you know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here and then ink both ends and then center it, you know? I might even use, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to say maybe I'll use it as a belly band, but no, I won't. But I could. But I shan't. Okay, so down to there. There we go. Got to do something here though, because this is, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do what he meant to do here, because let me see. It's got to be something we can use. Oh, you're back, huh? You're back. Full sad. You are back.
So I don't know if this is real.
Mm-hmm.
It says concept trailer for a movie of Gilligan's Island in 2026
Oh, God.
with Jack Black, Margot Robbie, and Tom Hanks.
That's quite an interesting cast. That would be an interesting cast.
Yeah.
Where's my pencil? There it is. Okay. All righty. Now, so I think we'll start this at 7 o'clock on Fridays. That's 8, 9, and 10 across the country. So it's not too terribly late, but it's not, early. Why? Because we don't want kids in here other than Zola. Zola's good because she doesn't pay attention to us anyway. I know, right? Okay, so we're going to put this here. I am not going to gusset this one. I may have to, though, because I may not have any. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to. We're going to do something. I'm going to put this down. Margot Robbie, isn't that the one that played Barbie? The ultimate pink chick? We have part of this kit are these teeth cards. They're fake teeth cards, obviously, but good concept. Let's see how many of those we have here. Well, it pretty much mangled this entire set. Margot Robbie and Jacob that played Frankenstein. Wuthering Heights. All she'll say is "What the hell?" That's her phrase of the month. I want to see 28 years or something like that. It's 28 men. Didn't they learn with Gwyneth Paltrow flop of a Bronte, right? That other one. Okay, two. There's two. One, and I'm not big on action films, but I saw this one advertised and I was like, that actually looks good. Does anybody remember that Will Smith buddy comedy? The cop movie? God, what was the other guy's name? The other actor's name? There was another actor that was in it with him.
Was he a cop?
Yeah, it was two cops. Martin Lawrence, that's it. Bad Boys. They're making a sequel.
Yeah. Well, he also did a cop thing with Bright, which was really cool.
And I saw the trailer for the sequel today. It looks good. It looks real good. I don't know. I like Will Smith as an actor. I don't care what he did. And, to be honest, Chris Rock kind of deserved to get himself smacked in the mouth. You don't talk about somebody's partner, somebody's wife like that, especially when they're going through something that's medical. So as far as I'm concerned, good on him. He did what a spouse should do. That he did it on national television, probably not great, but he warned him a couple of times, hey, stop, knock it off. Don't do it. Don't say it. Don't leave it alone, man. And he didn't. So, Chris Rock deserved it as far as I'm concerned. And that's just my opinion. Don't come at me. Yes, I know T cards are supposed to have corners on them, but I want them rounded because they go in and out of the pockets better when you round them just slightly. Night, Mari. Yeah, Chris Rock is not funny. I don't think he's funny at all. He's one of those people who tries to make a joke at somebody else's expense, and he thinks that makes him funny, and that just makes him vulgar and rude. And, you know, in all of it, you know, I stand with Jada. She's going through something medical, and she just doesn't need to be, you know, it didn't need to come out what her issue was. They could have left it at, you know, she was doing a movie or something, or trying for a role in a movie or whatever. It didn't have to come out that way, and it did. And that's totally wrong. All because, you know, he was being an asinine. And, you know, on Will Smith's part, you know, that's his wife. That's the mother of his children. He loves that woman. And you know, he told him a couple of times, shut your mouth, man. Shut up. And he didn't. So as far as I'm concerned, if he wants to punch him in the mouth, maybe he deserved it. This needs something. One last little bit here. We're going to use this one. I got this thing. Or maybe this. Yeah, we're going to use this one. Yeah, that's the thing. He's not Don Rickles. And, you know, Don Rickles had that reputation as being a mean comic. But he did it in a way that was not... It was rude and it was in your face. But he never would have... done it at the offense, you know, at the cost of somebody else's dignity. That's the thing. And that whole event, what it really did was took something that was a very personal problem, a very personal medical problem, the alopecia, and it made it a very public spectacle. And that's not cool. Oh my God, Christy. Oh, by the way, guys, before I forget, I heard from Patty Ann this afternoon following her surgery. As requested, she checked in. She was just waiting for her. It was all done. Everything went well. She was just waiting for her daughter to come and pick her up. She's home now and hopefully resting comfortably. And, you know, in the next day or so, we'll see her. Probably she might come in tomorrow for a little bit, but she is doing well. And she's very appreciative of everybody's, you know, concern and your prayers and your thoughts. So, yeah, she's feeling a little bit better. Now, there was a question way up at the beginning of chat that I kind of didn't address. Let me check this. Let me go up here. Okay. When we do birthday cards, how do we know where to send them if we don't have any address? Okay, so if you do a birthday card for somebody who's on the list, and they're on the sharing list, if you want to send them a birthday card, you can reach out to me and I will give you their address. if they've given permission for that. If they haven't, what I do is I get a hold of them through Facebook and go, hey, somebody wants to send you a birthday card. Can I give them your address? And most people just go, oh, yeah, sure. I don't think I've ever had anybody in this group go, no, don't share my information. I don't think I've ever had that. All right. So this is his little free folio. This is my take on this little free folio. I really like this, and I probably should have put that on the front cover, but you can't because this is the, you know, this part is pre-printed, and I just did it on some heavy cardstock and then just put all the rest of it in. But you can get the set from Joey over at Joey Cardmaker. This is his channel. If you want to go over there. So, yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll put the Hall of Doors on there. That would be cool. You know, cut it out, put it on there. Maybe I'll put Alice on there. I don't know. I've got a couple of things left here that I could play with. But this is it. It's what he calls a take and make. And this one is on YouTube. And you can go to his YouTube channel. And I think it's the most recent one. So you can watch him put it together. It's pretty cool. So I just wanted to hit that. I saw it when I came in and I didn't really address it, and I should have. And then, you know, you can use any kind of a closure or anything that you want. But I think it's, for the size of it, it's got a lot of, you know, space. Because first off, there's this journaling card here that you can write on. Tuck that back in. Then you have this journaling card here. You have this little tea bag envelope that you can put some paper in. I should have cut this out and I didn't. Let me see. And so we have that in there. And then we have these two little tea cards. And, you know, you can tuck something else in here if you want to. You could always make one of the other journal cards. Then we have the little bookmark here. I did gusset these. He does not. And then we have this little folio here with another journaling card. And again, I would have swapped these. I didn't think about it when I put them in. But this way you would have had writing space here. Would have been over here. And so you got this. And that goes in a little pocket. So lots of little pockets and stuff here. And if you're doing an Alice journal, this would be a cute little tuck-in, you know, just to add to it. But it is adorable. And I love the fact that, you know, it's all complete. Everything you need to make it is in the kit. So my thanks to Joey for that, because, you know, it was fun. So yeah, if you're not on Facebook, you can always email me, guys. My email address is literally, if you go down to the bottom of the page and you click on the more in the description, my email address and everything is right there. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. So I do want to encourage you guys to go over to, and again, if you're not on Facebook, that's okay. If you send it to me, you can send it to Carla, you can send it to Arlene, whoever you have, you know, your contact with, you can send it to them and they will do it for you. But if you get a chance, go over to the Facebook group and vote on the next journal, because I'm going to pull that. We're going to do it next week. Start it. I'm going to pull it and tell everybody the results on Wednesday, and we're going to get started on it on Wednesday. So go over there and vote. If you need somebody to vote proxy for you because you're not on Facebook or whatever, that's okay. Just let us know and we'll vote proxy for you. My screen was dark. Oh. Yeah, so go vote for that. We have 4 choices over there right now. There's I'm trying to get these in the right order. Steampunk, The Book That Shall Not Be Named, Silly Kitty, and Peter Rabbit. Those are the 4 choices that I have up right now. So if you would like to see any of those 4 done, make sure that you vote on it. Next week, I will probably have, for Friday night, I will probably have a co-host. I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay. But, we're working on it. And we're going to, hang out, have some fun and play and be goofy. Can you vote proxy for me since I'm not on Facebook page? Yeah, tell her what you want. Tell her which one you want, and she'll vote for you. I know she will, because she's a nice lady, right, Miss Carla? Don't tell anybody that, though. Also, if you want to see what's in those books, like what we have gathered for each one of them, you can go back to this morning's live where I showed all of them, like all of the parts and pieces we have. And then, I'll reveal what the winning one is on Wednesday, and we'll do that. We're doing the pick a journal again. We did it last year. It was great. We had a good time. Arlene picked it. It was a mashup of Annie and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and we had a great time with that. By the way, Carla, I finally got that damn book mailed out. Oh my God. It was such a pain. I would look at it and I would put it someplace and I go, okay, I'm going to mail this thing out to Arlene. And then for whatever reason, I would mail her a package, come back, sit down and go, shit. We'll work that stuff out. Trust me. All right. So to send me your pick a journal, what you need to do is just take a 3x5 index card or a piece of 3x5 paper. It doesn't matter. Write your idea on the front of it. Do not put anything on here that tells me who you are or gives me any indication of who you are. I don't need your YouTube handle. I don't need your real name, nothing like that. No hearts, no flowers, no butts. And just send it to me. When I get it, Hubbard gets these, when he goes down to the mail, or Ryland does, and they just rip them open and they bring me just the cards. I put a number in the corner of it. However many of these I have is the number that I will put, number of tickets I will put in the jar. We'll shake it up. I'll pull one out. That's the journal I'm going to make. Okay. And when I'm done with it, I'm going to send it to you. Today is the last day on the washi swap. So you have until midnight Eastern. No, midnight here, which is 3 o'clock Eastern, 3 a.m. Eastern. So midnight here. So it's about 8:45. So you have about 3 hours left to sign up for the washi swap. Now, if for whatever reason you don't have washi to participate, but you really would still like to get a washi swap, if you let me know, I have my own little group of tribesmen here, tribes ladies, who would be more than happy to just send you basically a non-reciprocal swap. They would send you, just a gift of washi tape. So if you want, you can either reach out through Facebook or you can email me and let me know, and I'll sign you up. Nobody else is going to know, just you and me, and whoever's sending to you. Because you don't have to send back. That's not the way it works. We do a round robin, and that way each person sends to the next person, and there's no going back. So nobody in that link would know if they were just sending to somebody and I was sending to their, you know what I mean? If I was sending on beyond that. So it trust me, nobody but me and you would know about it. So just send me an email or a text or whatever and let me know. Okay. Yeah, so a mashup is like she says, it's 2 ideas. So basically she wanted to do like those 2 movies because she really loved them, and you don't see anything, so we kind of put them together. It was a pain in the butt. I'm going to be honest. There wasn't a whole lot that we could get our hands on for either one of them, so we really had to work hard to get ephemera and stuff put together for it, but we did it. All right, so we got that. Oh, well, crap. I still haven't done this. I gotta get a new paper. I'm gonna put in a line of garbly goop in the chat box real quick, and then I'm gonna ask everybody our question. Would you be able to help Eastern Girl with her query up above? Crafting. Let's see, Eastern Girl. Phone to do live on YouTube and not show my face. You know, I've never done my phone, but I do know that Michelle does, and I will ask her if she can help you. All right, so I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to ask you a question. You tell me whether you think it's true or it's an urban myth. If you get it right, you get the letter that's on the back of the card. If you spell out urban myth, you get a prize. Oh my God. All right, here we go. 3 Kansas City drug dealers who mistakenly dialed 911 and then hung up were arrested when police responding to the call burst through their front door. Is that true, or do you think that's an urban myth? 3 Kansas City drug dealers who mistakenly dialed 911 and then hung up were arrested when the police responding to the call burst through their door. Do you think that's true, or do you think that's an urban myth? You have to ask yourself, is anybody going to be that dumb? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put in a line of garbly goo here so that, and nobody after this is going to count. I'm going to refresh real quick. I always do that just to make sure, make sure that everybody got it in there. So the question, the scenario here is 3 Kansas City drug dealers who mistakenly dialed 911 and then hung up were arrested when the police responding to the call burst through their door. It is absolutely true. The emergency 911 system traces all calls, and police will respond even if the caller hangs up. Because if you hang up, they think there's something wrong. So yes, these guys were arrested. So if you said that this was true, you're going to get some point. Well, you're going to get a letter. And we have Chris, Carla, and B all saying that it was true. All right, let's see. Chris. Oh, by the way, it's an M. Chris. Carla. B, I'm going to put you up here. You're going to get it. See, I got to get a bigger thing because a lot of people are playing this one. We had a wild card this morning. So, yeah, I'm going to get that done. So that's it, guys. Next week, we're really going to start this in earnest. So if you have a topic that you want to talk about that's just, stupid, ridiculous, or concerning, as long as it's not political, bring it in. We would love to sit here and chat about it. And I'm hopefully going to be getting a co-host. It may be a rotating co-host for a while until I find somebody who can, who's willing or wants to dedicate to doing it. And, we'll hang out and talk and shoot the crap and possibly even have difference of opinions on things. But the truth is let's say, we all have the same opinion on crap right now. We all think those bra ads are crap. Spotify's a scam. My Pillow sucks. Right? Okay. So what else? So you have until 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is midnight tonight for me on Pacific Standard Time. So basically you have 12, 1, 2, and 3 across the country to get signed up if you want for the washi swap. You've got till the 21st of next month to send in your journal request things. There's something else I'm missing. I know there is. I try not to do this, but washi swap posting partners, because I'm going to post partners tomorrow in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, then I will tell you outright. I'll also mention those partners. I'll tell you who you're sending to, basically. I'll email you or instant message you or whatever it is. Okay. Progress. Let's see. Pick journals. Yeah, that's it. Tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow morning, we're going to be playing our regular Family Feud with a round of Urban Legend. Tomorrow's the last Sunday of the month, so it's prize day. What else? I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That's it. It's all done. That's it. That's all I got. Listen, I have to get off of here because in a little bit, Hubbard's going to get off work, and then we're going to go play Wizard 101 because we're big children. We are. We're giant children.
After I find food.
After he finds food, I'm going to take him to find food.
You are?
Yeah. He's a hungry, growing boy. I got to keep that dad bod in shape. Just saying. Oh, I play online on the computer. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Sorry about that. We'll be here tomorrow night for mixed media. Look, I am brain not working right now, guys. I apologize. All right. Please, guys, please stay safe. I know these storms are coming in. They're starting today. They're going to be coming in over the next few days. If you're in your house and for whatever reason your power goes out, if you cannot, like if it is snowed 4 feet, and you go to a public place. If you can't do that, try your neighbors. Putting more people into one location is going to increase the heat in that location. So grab what you got for supplies and head on over. You'd be surprised. For the most part, people are actually somewhat decent during an emergency. The idiots that are out robbing and stuff like that, those are the rarities. Humanity is still a good thing. So if for whatever reason you're in a situation and you can't get to a public place, try the neighbors. Before it gets bad, go get a phone number so that you can check on each other. Also, stay bundled. Also remember, even though it's going to be cold and it's going to be damp and everything, you still need to hydrate yourself. You don't need to drink 8 glasses of water a day. That's crap. We all know that. It was a watch company that promoted that. It just became a thing. Drink when you're thirsty, but make sure that you check on that occasionally to see if you are thirsty. Yes, coffee, tea, all of that counts. It's all liquid. It all counts. But do make sure that you hydrate yourself, even in the cold, especially in the cold, because you sometimes don't feel thirsty, but your body really needs it. Okay? I need you guys stay well, I will see you tomorrow night for mixed media, and then Sunday we'll have our game. I love you guys, and I want you all to make it through this storm. I know, but following what we had in Texas a few years back, it just scares the living crap out of me that some places that never see snow are going to be getting a foot and a half, 2 feet of it. So stay close, take care of each other, as in like your neighbors. And I will see you all on Saturday. Until then, be well. Boys, see ya, boys. Bye. Oh, Michelle's messaging me. Why is she messaging me right at the end of the live? Oh, she had company. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Let me see. Drink lemonade. That's good. Thank you. Got that. That's it. That. Here, I will put it in for you real quick. It is. If you go to this place, it will sign you up. But if you're going to sign up, let me know, because I'll give you my info so that you can play with me in the game, or, and they know you're my friend. Okay. That's it, guys. That's all I have. Stay well. Say goodbye, honey.
Bye.